Advent light. Advent, for me, when I was very young, revolved around a hunt for the gifts that were hidden for me. I spent many hours searching all 3 floors of our house. One year, when I was about 4 or 5, I gleaned evidence that the gifts were stored in the basement. My father had an office down there, and I was certain I could ferret them out. There was one problem. My mother had caught me down there an earlier time, and a directive was issued. Carol Ann, do not go down into that basement. It is cold and dark and dangerous. So one day, when I knew my mother was busy with my younger brother, I crept down into the bowels of our basement. I was on my way to my daddy's office. Suddenly, very suddenly, all the lights went out. I think I was caught between being afraid of being discovered in the basement and just plain scared. I knew nothing about praying. I did not want to be a sissy by starting to cry. I was frozen. The dark was that kind of dark where there were no shadows, no outlines, dark that I have heard now called ink dark. Suddenly the lights went on, and from behind a large hand took mine. I turned and saw that it was Bud, my father's helper. "What are you doing down here?" he asked. I squeaked that I was looking for my daddy. I think he realized that long years ago that this little girl could be in trouble. So he continued to hold my hand to lead me back upstairs. My mother was still occupied. I had escaped reprimand. No matter how dark it goes, somehow light will appear, and someone will take our hand and lead it out into the light. There will always be a little bit of light. As we journey toward this Advent, I pray that we too, might be some light for others, just as Bud was for me so long ago, that we too now can take someone's hand and lead that person into the light. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness of life,